Top 3 programs your PC must have in 2020. So let's talk about the first program I want to show you is hardware monitor. This program hardware monitor is by CPU-ID, and CPU-ID is a very popular software vendor, and it is also recommended by most PC enthusiasts and gamers around the world. At first, let me introduce this software to you. You can see some toolbar in here, file menu. Here you can save monitoring data, view. You can clear the minimum max value, see the status bar. That's where it is checked. Toolbox, check for navigation. Check for new version driver updates. Then help. So after that, you can see there are 4 tabs below these options. Those are sensors value, minimum and max value. The sensor are showing the actual sensor operating in my PC currently right now. Okay, the value tab shows the actual real-time value of the hardware sensors actually that is being monitored. The minimum and max values are actually recorded from the value tab and shown in here. So let's start. At first you can show there is Gigabyte Technology Co Limited name tab in here. It's actually the motherboard name, motherboard manufacturer of my PC. Below that you can see there are voltages, there are temperature spans, utilization. Okay, then the voltages shown in here is the CPU V-core voltages, and each CPU V-core voltages, minimum and max value are recorded exactly from here, exactly from this value, and these values are updating in real time. The next you can see is temperature numbers. Here are the temperatures numbers of each sensors currently have been working in my PC. And the next one you can see fan. Here there are CPU fan temperatures and another system fan temperatures. Actually CPU fan RPM number and another fan RPM number, system fan. This is actually a system fan. The next one is the 3 system fan, which is actually not installed right now currently in my PC. The next one you can see the utilization of system memory. Right now 12% of my system memory is being used. The next thing is the most important. It is the CPU information that is used to monitor your PC's CPU voltages, temperatures, powers, utilization and clocks. Okay, the voltages, you can see there are offset voltages, system GT offset, LLC ring offset, and 6 core voltages. Those are updating in real time. The next one you can see the temperatures. Here is the total package temperatures shown in here. It is updating in real time. The minimum and max number shown in here is also updating through here, recorded through here and updated in here. Then you can see these numbers are actually provided with Celsius measurement, and in the bracket these are shown in Fahrenheit, converted actually in Fahrenheit. The next one you can see the power. the actual amount of power currently my CPU is using, let me tell you one thing, that my PC is actually in idle. I am not running any hardware intensive programs or games, anything like that. So in idle mode my CPU is actually average of minimum 9 to or 11 to 15 or 16 watt. This is the total package power right now my CPU is using. So as you can see this is actually most important monitoring software in my opinion, in my point of view, that you should have in 2020. The next one we have is utilization. Here you can see the CPU installed in my PC showing the utilization. There are 6 cores actually, and this is the total utilization of my processor, and each and every cores are using individually and the numbers are updating in real time. And here you can see the max value till now has been recorded in the max tab. The next one, you can see the monitor, actually the clocks of my CPU. Here are the clocks, cores, here are the core clocks. Let me tell you one thing, my CPU is not being overclocked. I'm not a kind of overclocking guy, so these are all stock numbers, stock values and stock numbers. And the next one you can see is my storage installed in my system. There are not much information about storage in this monitoring program, but what you can monitor from here is the temperature currently running, that are running in my storage devices. Right now I am using 2 SSDs and 1 desktop 7200 RPM speed desktop powered hard disk drive from Western Digital, and the utilization is not actually like this one. This utilization shows the used spaces. The next one is your GPU information. Right now my GPU that I am using in my PC is shown in here. Here you can monitor your GPU voltages, temperatures, fans, clock speeds and utilization. These are also updated in real time, but whenever I open this software or run this program, I actually use it to monitor the CPU information, especially when I overclock or benchmark my CPU. It actually shows that, or if I run any hardware intensive program or games, I used to run this program to monitor that if my CPU is actually bottlenecking or there is bottleneck in the temperatures. That is why I use this software, that is why I recommend this software that you should have in your PC in the year 2020. So next program I have for you guys is Tech Power Up GPU Z. Here is the program. Here you can see a bunch of things going around in here. So if you click this lookup, it will be forwarded to a link of this Tech Power Up GPU Z. Let me close this up. This Tech Power Up GPU Z is also from, I guess this is also from CPU ID. I don't know till yet. Let me see. No, it's not. It's actually from Tech Power Up vendor. in the download tabs, all you have to do is click on the download link in the top left, take for ARGB, then it will take you to the download link page. There you can download it and install it in every program you used to install it. And before that, I forgot to show you that how you can download the CPU ID. Let me show you. Type CPU ID hardware monitor, then press enter. Here you can find the direct link of the hardware monitor program, and here you can download the program totally free. It's totally free. It depends on your system, that if you are running 32 bits, this setup is actually supported both by 32-bit and 64-bit version, so you don't need to worry about your Windows and CPU version. Okay, so let's talk about this program. Take for GPU Z. At first you can see there is your GPU name, my GPU name, then you have the architecture name, the revision. The next one you have is the technology used in this GPU and the die numbers. The next one you will have the release date and the transistors amount. Next one is BIOS version, sub vendors, shaders, detected supported by your GPU. It will be shown in here. The pixel fill rate, texture fill rate, then the memory type used in here in your GPU, the bus width, the memory size, the bandwidth, driver version. The next 5 important things that I find useful is GPU clock speed, memory clock speed, and boost clock speed of your current GPU will be shown in here, and this number will be automatically updated in real time. And the default clock speed, memory default clock speed, and the boost clock speed is also shown in here. And the last one in this page, you can see there are technologies used in this GPU will be also shown in here, like computing and technologies. Okay, the next tab we have sensors. In this tab, what you have is the current sensors is actually activated or used or installed in your current GPU. So in my current GPU, I have GPU clock sensors, memory clocks, GPU temperatures, fan speeds, memory used, GPU load, power consumption, CPU temperature, system memory used. The most important part I found in this sensor is GPU load. Actually, I find it very useful sometimes, and right now my GPU is under very low use because no heavy program or applications are running. Right now my GPU is running, the memory clock speed is currently running, and the GPU temperature right now. The way I find it, the reason because I find it useful, because suppose, for example, if for some reason your PC is bottlenecking or providing your PC low frame rates for games when you're playing heavy graphical intensive games or programs you are running, then how will you understand that what is going on with your GPU, what is happening actually? Here are the sensors, and here you can monitor what is actually going on with your GPU. So if there are any issues running in here, you can monitor it from here. Actually it's any issues with your GPU, you can monitor it from here. So the here another thing, the CPU temperature is also shown in here. This option was also shown in the last program I showed you, but actually I did not use this program to monitor this option, but still it's present in here. Okay, so the next one is the advanced tab. Here you can see, if you select any one of these and right click, you can just copy it. I do not find this that much important or useful, but what you will find in here is the numbers. Actually those are recorded from the sensors. Okay, if you look at the temperature limit, you can see the current minimum, default, maximum, adjustment range. So these are numbers are all recorded from the sensors right now, being updated from the GPU in real time. Next one, we have validation. Nothing to say about this option, I don't know much about it. The next thing I know is, here you can see you can take screenshot of your current GPU so that you can monitor. You can refresh it, and this is the settings tab. These are the general settings, and these are the sensors running currently right now. That is check mark. Okay, the next software I am going to show you is Imagine Heaven Benchmark 4.0 Basic Edition. It's actually a benchmark software. You can understand by the name of this program. It's actually a DirectX 11 based program which you can use to benchmark your GPU and see how it performs, take your GPU to the max limit. Okay, so here are the settings I'm going to use to benchmark my GPU. Here you can see the language settings. I have set to English. Presets are custom. The API interface is 11. The program is based on DirectX 11, that's why no more than DirectX 11 API. The next setting is quality, and I set it to max ultra. The next one, telesession, is set to extreme. It's next two settings. I have stereo 3D and multi monitor. I set these two settings to disabled because I do not have any stereo 3D device installed on my PC or multi monitor. And the last but not least two piece of settings is anti-aliasing. I set it to max x8, and the resolution I'm going to benchmark is 1920 to 1080p. Okay, so let's begin. Here in the top left corner you can see some overlay on screen display that is showing the FPS, current FPS, the GPU information, the memory information, the CPU information, and the usage, and the temperature of the CPU. I will talk about this overlay and on screen display later. So here you can see the current FPS. It is being generated and fluctuating frequently. It's real-time numbers, no doubt with that. Here you can see your CPU temperature is rising as the benchmark is progressing. the amount of memory used, and 4 clocks. That's 4 clocks. This is actually a push clock. Right now my GPU is under 96% to 97%. Games are 75 pixels. It's much hotter. So here you can see the things currently going on with my CPU, GPU, memory, the amount of FPS I'm getting currently. Why I did recommend this program is you can actually see how much hotter your GPU gets at the end of the day, and is it safe for your PC or not, and the amount of memory being used, and is it enough for your PC or should you upgrade, and the CPU also, is it bottlenecking or not, and the temps of the CPU. I mean, most important things you need to know about. You can monitor this all. Okay, I'm not going to finish the full benchmark. Let me put the program. So the next program I'm going to show you is MSI Afterburner. I already opened it. So here is MSI Afterburner, the interface you are seeing. And let me first talk about the interface. Here in the top left corner you can see the OC button, and the right corner you see the minimize and close button. Okay, this is actually a third party, very renowned company, MSI provided utilities. Okay, let's talk about the OC button. If you click on this OC button, your GPU will automatically being overclocked. You don't have to do a single thing. You don't have to manually do a single thing. That's what I meant. Here you can see the numbers are fluctuating. These are actually GPU clock, memory clock numbers. These are actually updated in real time, and these are the voltages and the temperature currently running my GPU. And the next thing I'm going to show you is these slide bars. These slide bars actually used for manually overclocking the GPU. If you want to manually overclock the GPU and take the risks to test your GPU, you can do that, but I prefer to automatically overclock. It's okay. Here we can see there are core voltages, power limits, temp limits, core clock, memory clock, and fan speed slide bars are present in here. You can change it all if you wanted to overclock manually. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is the settings and the reset button. For instance, if you do change any of these settings around here and your PC suddenly gets stuck out of nowhere or hangs and you don't know what to do, and all you have to do is just press this reset button and your GPU will be back to the factory settings as it was came back to your hand. The next setting is settings button. If you click on this setting buttons, you can see a bunch of settings in here. I will talk about this later. So another thing I want to show you is the next thing I want to show you is this startup button. If you click on this startup button, what changes you have made in here will be remembered in your memory, and the next time you turn on your PC, the settings will automatically being applied. Okay, now let's get on to this next one. Here you can see the graph settings. If you click this detach button, your graph will be automatically detached, and here you can see a bunch of things going on around here. You can see the GPU temperature, GPU usage, the passive usage, memory usage. Basically, and honestly, if I say to you, you can manually change which options, which part of your PC components will be shown in here. You can change it if you want it. The way you have to do it is just go to the settings menu, go to the monitoring tab, and the option you want to display in this graph, you just need to select it, then check this box, show in on screen display, click apply and OK, and it will be shown in here in this graph, hardware monitor graph. You can also do a lot of things in this graph. For instance, if you just right click in here, you can clear the history. Right now is being shown. You can show profile panel. You can click this panel to show. You can see logs history. You can attach it again. There are a lot of things. You need to explore it to understand more about this program. Okay, and the next thing seems to me much more interesting about this piece of utility is you can actually use this to display an overlay in any game or graphical program, graphical application actually, and put an on-screen display that will show that kind of GPU, CPU information and FPS information that I've shown in the previous program, Heaven Benchmark. Okay, how you can do it? First you have to install this MSI Afterburner. The link is in here. Go to this site. I'm going to provide this site address in the description box. Just download it from here, and the install option, just install it. And if it asks to install RiverTuner statistics server, just go ahead, install it. Then after opening this piece of utility, you just need to open this RiverTuner statistics server. Then you need to see if this application detection level, where it is set to. You can also set to medium or low or high. The next thing you have to notice is on-screen display support. You have to click this on, and the last one you have to do is check this show on-screen display on. That's all. You can minimize this program and see the on-screen display in your games and programs you like to do. So the next piece of program I want to show you is OBS. It's actually a streaming or recording piece of program. As you can see right now, I'm using this program to record my current screen, what is going on. I'm recording it through this software. Here you can see a number of things: start streaming, stop recording, studio mode settings, exit. Go on to the settings, you will see a bunch of settings in here. In general, all you have to do is you just have to explore it. You just have to explore it and find the find the actual settings you want to change. I'm happy with the current settings, that's why I'm not going to update any of that settings. So this is the download link of this OBS streaming and screen recording software. program. Actually you can directly download it from here. This is actually free program. You do not need any CD key, nothing else. It's free, it's totally free. So in my opinion you should go ahead and install this program. Well, I'm going to give these 5 free program links down in the description box. You can check it out, you can download it, use it if you find it useful after watching this video. And please give thumbs up and subscribe and try to watch the full video. So these are 5 free programs that I think, in my opinion, your PC should have in 2020, and the links of these 5 software I'm going to give it in the description box. You can download it from there. And one thing I need to tell you guys again, that the programs I've shown in this video, the 5 programs, these are actually, I mean, totally free to download and use. You do not need any sort of CD key or license key, or you do not have to pay a single penny for that. That is why I recommend, and I think that your PC should have these free programs in this year of 2020. That's all, guys. Put your valuable comments in the comment box. What do you think about this video? Do you like this video or not? Do you think that everyone should have, every PC should have this kind of these programs or not? And if you like it, please give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I am repeating it again, don't forget to subscribe, because if you do not subscribe my channel, I cannot grow up my channel, and without growing up my channel, I won't continue uploading videos anymore. That's why I need your support, guys. So give a subscribe, do me this favor, I'll be grateful. And for that, from the next time, I'll be uploading more and more videos like this with this kind of tech news. Thank you all.